He's easily the most controversial US president of all time, and now Donald Trump is also the most expensive. In the 4 months since he's been in the White House, his costs for travel and protection have skyrocketed close to 40 million Australian dollars.
For most of the time, this is home for Donald Trump. Even though he hasn't been to his former home, Trump Tower, in the centre of Manhattan, since he was sworn in January, the whole place is still in lockdown, fortress-like. It's necessary because Melania Trump and their son Barron are still living here. And it costs. Firstly, there's the permanent Secret Service contingent, about 40 strong. And then the New York Police Department. It's spending about $200,000 a day maintaining its permanent security watch here. Eljeer Hawkins regularly leads anti-Trump demonstrations here.
It illustrates the tale of two cities. On one side, you have millions of dollars spent by the New York Police Department in the city, all the barricades, absolutely. And you go to the more urban areas of the city, you don't find this type of police presence.
So this is what we have now, the once picturesque Fifth Avenue now lined with metal and concrete barriers. And over here, well, East 56th Street, completely closed off to traffic. Then here we have many police stations set up on every corner, the entire block ringed by heavily armed police, 24 hours a day. While he's staying out of New York, he is regularly heading to the sunshine of Palm Beach in Florida. He spent 7 weekends at his Mar-a-Lago resort since becoming president. Each of those trips costing an estimated $3.5 million. Much of the cost comes from the use of Air Force One. That is $193,000 an hour. And when Trump arrives, so do the demonstrators.
To openly defy Donald Trump,
blocking streets, creating traffic jams, and generally driving a lot of the locals crazy.
We feel like Donald Trump does not deserve a vacation here. We don't get a vacation from the attack on our rights, the attack on our liberties, the attack on our lives.
Secret Service protection extends to close family as well. Trump's 5 children, their husbands and wives, and his 8 grandchildren. So when most of the Trumps, minus Dad, went on the usual skiing holiday in Aspen in Colorado, so did 100 Secret Service agents. Just ski rentals for the agents alone, who skied side by side with their charges, cost $17,000.
I think it's an absolute disgrace. We live in a society here in the United States where we have increased poverty, increased income inequality. It is a strain, really, on the infrastructure.
With or without Trump here, along with Central Park and the Empire State Building, it's become an interesting place to visit, if you're not a taxpayer.
And you see all the police, NYPD blue everywhere also, so it's quite, it's quite nice to see when you're in New York, yeah.
This is one of the tourist attractions these days, right?
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
In New York, Robert Penfold, 9 News.